Good late morning to you, and welcome to the Digital Weather Desk powered by Century Next Bank. I'm Jared Floyd, joining you a smidge early, or a little before lunchtime, as you may be heading out to lunch, maybe already there as we go through the afternoon. Good morning, Dennis. Uncle Dennis. Viewing from South Louisiana, I would assume. I don't know where he is for sure. But anyway, thanks so much for joining us on this Monday. And again, joining you a smidge early on midday, simply because we do have a few thunderstorms and just kind of want to look at the forecast and some of the latest stuff from the National Hurricane Center and all that stuff as we continue to roll through this Monday. A reminder, today's forecast made possible by ServPro, Monroe, West Monroe, faster to any size disaster. Visit servpro.com for more. Look at the satellite, and there's not a whole lot happening. If you've stepped outside, quite a bit of sunshine to start the day, but we do have some clouds and some thunderstorms off to our north and east. And while it doesn't have a direct impact on the forecast here in the short term, could lead to some trickle-down effects as we go deeper into the day and into the nighttime hours tonight, or the evening hours tonight as well. Check out the radar, and again, not a whole lot happening right now, but as you take a look at what's going on across central Mississippi, just a few storms. Most of these are just kind of leftovers from this morning and actually on a weakening trend, so these are not expected to directly impact our area as we go through the day, but you can see them kind of creeping close to Washington County and along the Mississippi Valley. These are actually probably crossing Highway 82 as we speak, but overall, again, they're not the direct concern, but the leftover boundaries that are left in the atmosphere could help to spur along some isolated stuff later on this afternoon. Most of us are still in the 80s at this hour, and some areas still registering in the upper end of the 70s, although that's a smidge hard to believe in Columbia. Most of us are, again, low to mid-80s. Some areas still touching the 90-degree mark. Camden's back to 90. El Dorado's at 85. Monroe's at 86. Vicksburg at 84. Already 90 in Jackson. As you start looking at the rainfall departures from normal over the last 30 days, we're starting to see those surpluses that we had drop a little bit. And normally you would aim for about 100% of your normal rainfall over a month span. But now you're starting to see some of these numbers drop a smidge. Some areas like Monticello, who had really been kind of swinging and missing on a lot of the rain even to begin with, now those deficits are starting to grow a little bit more. That's why Drew County's still under a burn ban. But the rest of the region, those higher numbers, the 150 and 160% numbers, are starting to fall as well. Again, we're not necessarily, for most of us, and again, I'm speaking in general terms, most of us are not rain-starved at this point, but some rain would be nice. And the prospects of it are at least increasing somewhat over the next few days. Futurecast made possible by Bayou Power Sports. Again, hunting season's upon us, so if you need a new side-by-side or ATV or something like that, go visit Mike and the guys. Again, overnight rain chances are not zero either. We had a few storms across Mississippi, and as the upper-level pattern kind of festers and we get these storms, there's enough warm, humid air in theory that we could maybe even support an overnight shower storm. Again, rain chances are close to zero, but they're not zero, and actually will hold them about 10% through the overnight hours tonight. Tomorrow, with daytime heating and the upper-level pattern continuing to break down, the bubble-up storm potential is probably on the increase. And again, most of this is focused and really driven by the heat of the daytime. So a look at storm energy, and we call this CAPE. That's the nerdy term of it, but basically convective available potential energy. And it's really maximized late afternoon, early evening. So we've had all of the sun's energy just kind of beaming down on us through the day. And when you kind of accumulate that at the surface, and we really peak that 5, 6 o'clock in the evening, and that's when the storm energy is highest as we go through the daytime hours today, and no surprise, it's like that again tomorrow. So and then you also see with the computer model also simulating isolated thunderstorm development, you start seeing kind of the collisions of some higher storm energies and then the drop of others where the rain develops, all that stuff. So overall, the big takeaway is this. The best chances of rain will be late afternoon, early evening when the storm energy is highest, but those chances dwindle pretty quickly as we go through the overnight, then they flare back up through the afternoon hours over the coming days. Check out the upper level pattern, and this is what we've been talking about. That big ridge of high pressure, the big hump in the jet stream, has kind of been squished now over the Great Lakes region. Still getting some well above average and even record highs in some of those locations. But we're stuck in this kind of influx pattern where all the wind lines are all kind of going in different directions. So the upper level pattern is not as staunch and as aggressive as it was last week. So last week you had that high pressure aloft bringing a lot of sinking air in the atmosphere. Well, obviously clouds need to grow up in the atmosphere to generate showers and storms. And if you got a lot of sinking air working against it, then it doesn't matter how hot and humid and unstable you get. There's just nothing there to work with. Now we've got this weaker pattern. Now there's a better potential for at least some upward rising motion in the atmosphere. You don't have the upper levels kind of fighting against and suppressing all that thunderstorm development. And that's really where our best chances come over the next couple of days. A reminder of what's going on out in the open Atlantic. Tropical satellite shows just some mischief, some tomfoolery, some hullabaloo, whatever you want to call it, out over the central Atlantic. Now has a medium chance of development over the next 2 days. I know if you joined us this morning and you're going, wait, it was red this morning. It's still red over 7 days. It's orange over 2 days. It's just a different graphic. I was tired of showing the gloom and doom of red. This is orange. Not that much of a difference. Look at the day planner as we go through the rest of the day. Again, if you've been kind of following the forecast, there's not a whole lot of drastic, overwhelming change to be made today. It's going to be hot. It's still going to be pretty humid. Could run into a spotty storm. Overall rain chances are pretty limited. I would say the best chances are along the Mississippi Valley, just because we have those storms that are kind of decaying over that area. That may be the best opportunity, and overnight lows tonight will eventually fall back into the low end of the 70s. I have tweaked the 7-day forecast from where we were this morning. It's nothing drastic, but rain chances are up to 30% for Thursday, down to 20% for Saturday. So if you have weekend plans, you're probably thinking, hooray. Again, these rain chances are going to ebb and flow over the next 7 days simply because of the pattern that we're in. It's not a lot of reliable stuff. It's just afternoon heat-driven activity. And some of those rain chances may be better on some days versus others. And a reminder that your 7-day forecast is made possible by 3B Outdoor Equipment, the exclusive outdoor power equipment company of the Digital Weather Desk. And as we go through the rest of the day, later today, Jeremy asked, what would it take to get some snow in the forecast? I don't know. Hey, those days will be upon us before you know it. It's the middle of September now, and so it won't take long. And the next thing you know, we'll be talking about winter weather advisories and winter storm warnings, and we'll be disappointing people in a completely different fashion. A reminder: the Digital Weather Desk, powered by Century Next Bank, is a digital weather platform serving 33 parishes and counties across northern Louisiana, southern Arkansas, and western Mississippi. It is made 100% free to you by the local businesses that you see there on your screen. Your job is simple. You're already doing it. Just like, comment, and share on all of the content that you see. If you have questions or something along the way, feel free to drop those in the comments. If you have a storm report or just an observation from your area, we always like to hear about it. And then again, as always, follow us on all your favorite social media platforms. Visit digitalweatherdesk.com for more, and obviously we'll provide more updates on the upcoming app, which is, again, not available for download yet, but getting closer soon, and we'll provide more updates as we know them. Another forecast coming a little bit later today. We'll keep an eye on the storms. If there's anything that wanders into the area, I'll let you know about it. Enjoy the rest.